finest cam. Secret killer leads cops into his murder bathroom. Fuck keeps a murder bathroom?
Oh, okay, sir.
A quiet neighborhood in Las Cruces, New Mexico is left shaken when a 69-year-old woman is discovered lifeless in her home. But what looked like a natural death at first glance turns out to be something far darker, stranger, and much more disturbing.
He took her face and kept smashing it into the tiles.
Oh my gosh. Wait, so is the murder bathroom just a place where he committed murders? I thought it was like he had like hella bodies in the bathroom.
On the afternoon of November 21st, 2022, the Las Cruces PD received a panicked call from an elderly woman worried that someone might have harmed her friend. But that wasn't the most shocking information she provided.
How can I help you?
Hi. I need to talk to someone there about doing a missing persons wellness check because I just got a call from San Diego. I'm now in Texas, and I just got a call from at the border. They found her vehicle and her 4 Shelties, and the Shelties were all in my name for whatever reason. But she's a breeder. I have Shelties. She has Shelties.
Okay.
And I haven't been able to reach her for days. They found her car.
What's her name?
Cynthia Brinson.
Cynthia Brinson.
She has health problems. She's diabetic. She's had several strokes. And all 4 dogs, she'd have never left those dogs in that car.
What the fuck? I'm not sure if I'm wrong for this, but I feel like they should be checking it a lot more frequently. Somebody that's diabetic and has frequent strokes and shit, and they have to like have somebody call in for a wellness check. That's so fucked up. I feel like they needed to check in a lot earlier than this.
Ronnie, I'm going to California. You know what I'm saying? She'd have never gone anywhere like that. Something has happened.
The Las Cruces PD immediately dispatched 2 officers to Cynthia Brinzon's residence to conduct a welfare check. But there was no answer, forcing officers to find another way in. Unfortunately, every other entrance to the house was shut tight, and without any evidence of foul play, they had to stop their search and file a missing persons report instead. Cynthia's family, however, wasn't willing to let things end this way.
I want to see if a well check was done on a certain address.
Okay, give me 1 second, sir. In Las Cruces?
Yeah.
Okay, you said you want to see if a welfare check was done. When was it called in?
Last night. It was requested a few times, and then my uncle said they went to the house, but nobody actually went into the house. And I need to know if my mom's actually alive in the house or not.
Okay, give me 1 second. We are not advised of the situation. There doesn't seem like anything further occurred at the address, so I don't. They didn't find anything suspicious out there.
Yeah, I need them to actually go in the house because she has a medical condition.
Wait, they didn't even fucking go in?
Okay, like I said, it's not showing if anybody made it inside the residence.
Yeah, they didn't. My uncle was there and said they wouldn't go in. So I'm calling to see if they'll actually go in the house.
Okay, so you want to put in another call for service, see if we can get somebody to go inside the house for you?
4 days after the initial welfare check, 2 more
was just standing
officers made their way
outside?
back to the same house, and this time, someone was waiting for them at the entrance.
Yeah, I'm just a friend that has keys that her son said to let him in. Yeah.
Whose son?
Cindy's son.
Oh, Cynthia's son?
Yeah.
Okay, so her son?
Yeah,
Corey.
Yeah.
As officers made
Bro, again, I know nothing about the law system. Look at me, I'm just a dumbass blue rat. Yo, is it just crazy that they can just drive down? They're like, nah, yeah, somebody's home. I see the lights. Yeah, keep driving, bro. We got it. We saw the lights on. Everything's fine.
their way inside, they noticed an eerie silence, except for a radio that had been running for who knows how long.
Police department! Police department! Anybody inside, can you come out with your hands up and empty, please?
UK police would have swung this John
With no
wide open.
answer from Cynthia, the officers continued clearing the house room by room while looking for any evidence that might point to her whereabouts. Everything felt normal, except for a single door that was different from the others. Little did the officers know that the scene behind this door was about to change the entire trajectory of this case.
You want to kick the door?
That's what I'm trying to think, like...
Your mask, LT?
There's no signs of...
The smell. Yeah, just the smell. I got it. I got it.
Scary, bro.
That's all of it.
I heard that sniff. Smell's getting more potent.
Citizens based on a whole host of things that are public but anonymous. And I asked that question to Ray in the committee, and once again he didn't answer. I said, are you purchasing lists of Americans that are anonymous and then using technology to benefit the mass?
Oh, it's her.
Oh my god.
She's 10 seconds.
It gets weirder and weirder.
Laying there, lifeless across the shower floor, was Cynthia Berenzin. The water dripping from the shower had drenched her face, infesting it with insects. All signs indicated she had been there for a long time, but something wasn't adding up.
So we clear the residence. One of the friends has a key to the house. We clear the residence, and right away, as soon as we open the door, we could smell like really foul odor. We clear the residence, and there's 2 locked doors inside the home. So I went and talked to the RP that was standing by outside, and I asked which one was the homeowner's bedroom, and she pointed to one of the doors that was locked. We were able to kind of jimmy the door and get it unlocked, and we found her in her bathroom in the shower, but she was fully clothed, and her door was locked.
Based on everything they had witnessed, in their initial assessment, officers concluded that she either slipped and hit her head in the shower or just had a stroke. But it wasn't long before detectives pieced together a different possibility.
The tape you used for a rug? See it? What's the tape you used to hold the rug down? The trash cans are emptied outside also.
Trash cans are emptied?
Liquid runs down? Yeah. Maybe it was sprayed and cleaned. Although there's a ring right here of something that's probably sitting there wet.
A closer inspection of the whole house revealed even more inconsistencies that didn't quite add up.
There's not a single cleaning supply that I found. Huh? There's not a single cleaning supply that I found. No Dawn, no bleach, no. So in there, in the linen closet there's maybe 4 towels. Yeah, I don't see there's not a bunch of towels or. And again, I just don't think about my house, but my whole closet by the living room is full of San Marcos blankets and everything else that are just stacked. Nothing here.
It wasn't just the cleaning supplies, rugs, and blankets that were missing either.
A lot of her kitchen, cabinets, food pantry, wiped out.
Everything.
Don't tell me this broke-ass murderer came for her bleach and for her forks and knives, bro. That's so dumb.
The missing blankets, food, and cleaning supplies, and the
can't rob McDonald's or somewhere?
spotless house pointed to a single conclusion. There were no signs of a struggle, but someone else was definitely there when Cynthia died. And while they didn't suspect a homicide just yet, the neighbors they interviewed thought otherwise.
And saw her walking out of the front of the house all bloody. Okay. She came over, and I helped her into the house. So she came to your house after that? I don't think she knew where she was going. And we kind of tried to clean her up. And
oh my God.
I said, well, what happened? You know what she said? Her son beat the heck out of her. Okay.
Self-report?
I said, well, what did he do? He said he took her face and kept smashing it into the tile floor. Okay. Well, you guys probably know there was a court case about it. What I've been hearing is
oh my
it's
God.
been going on for some time. Long time. Well, he went to court. Some of her family came here from other places in the country, and there was a decision against him to stay away from her I didn't go to the court, but for so many years. Another police officer told me that actually she took out a restraining order against him till 2032. Okay. So he wasn't supposed to be in the house. I didn't know that, but he's been back in the house for at least a year to 2 years. Okay. And he's kind of a weird guy. Okay. So you guys actually found her inside?
And you can't answer questions because I got a million of them, but
I know.
because I've heard her and her son going at it, and we've only lived here just under 2 years now. And I think she told Jose next door that if she wound up dead. but I don't know. I could be trying to throw him under the bus, and it has nothing to do with it, so I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting carried away.
So when they told me, my first gut was Dylan, her son. Why is that? Because I've been in the house and I've been with her, and he's got a dark side. And I know she had the restraining order, and she lied to her son Corey because he just told me. I've never met Corey. Dylan was troubled, and because I'm a therapist, she wanted me and my husband to see Dylan. I said no, it's a conflict of interest. So when Peggy notified me, that's just my gut. I mean,
Bro, I wish they told people sooner though, because a lot of these people knew about the restraining order and the fact he was still around, and now they're talking about dark sides and shit. I mean, again, I know sometimes it's none of your business, you shouldn't tell, but like, sometimes the signs are there. I feel this could have been so prevented if somebody just snitched, bro. Holy shit.
Well, knowing mental health. I mean, he would be explosive. So I was always firm with her, and I was just concerned. Now I feel bad if something happened.
They questioning the kid on the bike?
Did she die?
Dylan, as it turned out, had a vice that made him extremely unstable and a danger to everyone around him.
They heard it all the time, and they never called law enforcement. It's like, who does that? Why would you do that? I tried to tell her. So, Dylan is very troubled. She would always make the excuse that he had cancer. I said, Cindy, get him into the house. So, and I felt for him. He'd reach out to me, but it was always those track phones, throwaway phones, so I knew he was either I work with that population, he's either dealing. I knew at one time he's probably high. He was either fentanyl or meth. Only because of his manifestation of his demeanor, how he would act. I think she said he had stage 2 cancer because he has a limp. He was taking medication. Yeah, he limps. Yeah, he's got a distinguished limp, dark hair.
Meanwhile, Cynthia's body was delivered to the medical examiner's office for a full autopsy, a process that took longer than usual due to how much it had decomposed by the time officers found her. In the meantime, the officers interviewing the neighbors received another crucial detail about the whole situation.
Do you live across the street, sir? Right?
I saw him Monday.
You saw him Monday?
Saw him Monday, yeah.
For sure. So but you recognize him?
Oh yeah.
What was he in?
He was in the black Buick.
Do you remember about what time it was?
I was already pulling in the trash can, so that was about 5, right before it got dark. 5. And I came to be nosy. I've been he's a real shady guy, man.
Okay.
Like shadier than shady, dude. So I'm always like, okay. And I want to say another guy came in and parked, and they went. I remember sitting in my truck, and this happens all the time. I always keep an eye out for it. I don't know. It's like they went in. I was like, they closed the garage door, and I was like, right.
So it was 2 vehicles or just 1 vehicle?
It was 2 vehicles, but I just cannot remember what the other one was. It was a light colored.
Do you remember? You don't remember what kind of plate or tinted windows, anything like that?
And he came around the corner, and I'm always just.
Yeah. This is your neighborhood, so you're always watching everybody.
Yeah.
While this detail served as key evidence down the line, right now, the detective's focus was on informing Cynthia's family of her passing.
Oh man, it's gonna be tough.
Hello?
Hello, this is Corey.
Hi, Corey. This is Detective Martinez with the Las Cruces Police Department.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I'm calling because I'm here at your mother's house, and I do need to let you know that she is deceased. I'm very sorry.
Even in his time of grief, however, it didn't take long for Corey to point suspicion at the name on everyone's lips.
I do have to ask you a couple of questions about her medical history.
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell me what was going on with your mom?
Medically, she's had probably 3 strokes. She had really bad diabetes. Last I know, she was doing okay. I don't know if she was taking her insulin or anything correctly or eating correctly. I never really got a straight answer from her. But my biggest worry was always my brother, who I'm hearing that the neighbors found out that he had been there, and my worry is that
he would harm her again because he hospitalized her.
Oh my gosh, even he knows. Even he knows.
A couple years ago, and that's why she had a restraining order on him. So, like,
he hospitalized
did he
her?
Kill her?
We don't know.
At this point, Dylan had become the only real suspect in the case. The only problem was that he was nowhere to be found and was proving much more elusive than the investigators would have expected. Every number linked to him led to a throwaway burner phone. But before they could start going after Dylan as the prime suspect, the detectives received new information that changed everything they thought they knew about the case.
I am the head detective on the case. My partner is still coming back from Albuquerque. He did give me a call. He let me know that there's nothing suspicious. So they're saying that she did have a lot of heart issues that they could see in the autopsy. So that's what they're thinking. Natural causes. Natural causes.
There was now a real possibility that Cynthia had simply slipped in the shower or suffered a stroke while cleaning. With her history as a diabetic with severe heart conditions, it seemed all the more likely. This also meant that the case wasn't going to move forward as a murder investigation anymore, but Dylan wasn't completely off the hook just yet.
What's suspicious to me is the way she was found. So either way, we're still looking for Dylan. She was found in the shower. She was fully dressed. So we don't know if she was cleaning and that happened to her. Yeah, no reports. He could have called us, told us what happened. House is empty.
The house was empty?
Mm-hmm. There's no blankets, no cleaning products, no food. So, again, very suspicious.
We didn't even know. We didn't know that Dylan was out of jail. We were not told.
Is it possible that he would have put her in the shower?
No, because there's no bruising, no, you know what I mean? Nothing that indicates
What do you have
she was
done that?
grabbed, she was forced.
No, been pushed?
No head trauma.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe she was dead already and he put her in there.
Whether he committed the crime or not, one thing was certain. Dylan was the only person who knew exactly what happened in that house. But the hope of catching him was growing dimmer by the second.
I think
There
he
was
might
a
have drowned
person
her.
looking at a number for
Oh, no, they would
Dylan,
know
but
about that.
He changes numbers all the time, so.
Oh, so you wouldn't have been able to triangulate his phone or anything like that?
Not if it's turned off, and if it's a burner phone, he might have thrown it away.
Authorities launched a county-wide manhunt to search for Dylan. However, despite their best efforts over the next few weeks, the Las Cruces PD were unable to find any clues pointing to his current whereabouts. But just as they were about to end the search, a single tip pulled the investigation back on track.
Yes, my name is Lainey Smith. I'm with Pioneer Bank. I'm calling about a missing person out of Las Cruces by the name of Cynthia Bereza Dizon.
Oh my
I don't know
God!
how to say her last name, sorry.
And so what's going on? You said she's been reported missing?
Yeah, I believe that I believe she is missing. We've seen a lot of information out on Facebook about that she's missing. Found her car in San Diego, stroke, whatever. I believe she is missing. I am calling because it appears by our ATM footage that her son has her debit card and her PIN, and he has dumped her account out. And I have that footage, and so I just wanted to call and let you guys know that, because somebody needs to know that.
And roughly how much money did he withdraw?
I haven't looked all the way back yet, but it's thousands. It's a lot. He's completely drained her account.
One of the investigators quickly followed up with the tipper, who had a lot more valuable information to share.
But they've taken out thousands of dollars through the ATM.
Mm-hmm.
But there are, I don't even know how many, because I haven't dug into it yet, but it looks like they're going to Walmart and buying gift cards, because there's just a crap ton of charges at Walmart for like $101.14, so I think they're buying $100 gift cards, would be my guess.
Of what, bro?
The ones that I
E-bucks?
saw, most of the ATM withdrawals, I want to say that they're $500 each, and they've just dumped it out. Initially looking at this, it looks like this started about October the 11th when they started taking all this money out.
This new information gave Las Cruces PD a final hope of tracking Dylan's movements.
Where we're at right now, like she explained, the financial part of it. That's going to be our key to initially figure out if we can do a charge on that. Preferably do a warrant for him. As soon as they pick him up, they'll notify us, and we want to get to him as quick as possible.
The thing slowing them down was the 6 months it would take to get Cynthia's financial records. This could give Dylan enough time to flee the country. In the meantime, the detectives risked everything by contacting the only known associate of Dylan they knew about.
This is about Cynthia Berenson. They haven't told me anything about how she passed or anything. But the family told me that I got in contact with the son to contact you guys.
How do you know that?
Okay. Dylan and my daughter went to school together.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how we knew each other, or we know each other. Cindy also worked at Vista College, and that's where she continued with my daughter, you know, carrying the relationship. And Dylan's always kind of come to me when he needs help. Okay.
He killed his mom for money? No way. It might not be. I feel like it runs a little bit deeper than money. I feel like it might have been like a past issue, because wasn't she the reason why he got sent to jail? But maybe before that, it was like some argument they got. He hated her. True.
Calls me mom, you know. Mom, can you help me with this? Mom, can you help me with that?
And when did he reach out to you?
It was actually, I think, Sunday morning. Am I right on this, that you guys are looking for him?
As far as her passing, not so much, but we need to speak with him about some other things. It helps us put a story together.
This woman could be the key to finding Dylan, but the detectives were cautious in sharing any information with her, fearing that she might alert him of their plans. Fortunately, the gamble turned into a major breakthrough for the detectives.
He hasn't talked to me about his mother at all. Just basically that he's been sending her money, that they distanced themselves back in October because they were arguing too much and stuff.
He's saying that he's sending her money?
Mm-hmm. That he's been sending her money.
So, would it be your interpretation that he doesn't even know she passed?
No, I will not tell him anything, because if he did do something to her, I want him held accountable for this. He went to California, or his girlfriend left to California. His girlfriend, but it's not a girl, it's a guy. I guess, I know the vehicle's over there, it's on the dogs and stuff over there. So I assume he had to have gone with her. There's no way he would have not gone with those dogs.
Okay.
With that person. I don't even know who that person is. But
which girlfriend?
I don't know who it is.
It's in California with a girlfriend.
But it's not a girl, it's a guy.
This all but confirmed that it was Dylan who drove Cynthia's car to the Mexico border in San Diego, California. Plus, this explained why the neighbor saw 2 cars pulling into Cynthia's driveway on the 14th, exactly 1 week before her body was discovered. And with Dylan's old associate on board, detectives now had a new way of locating him as well.
If he just drops anything, says anything, give us a call and kind of let us know on that. What was the stuff you were saying she was selling on Facebook?
I screenshotted everything. I mean, this just broke my heart. It's like, it's really started bothering me now. He wanted me to meet him, so...
He didn't tell you what he was saying?
Something by the Speedway on Loman, somewhere in that area.
Unfortunately, the meeting never happened, nor did Dylan ever reveal where he was hiding. This left the detectives in the dark, as Dylan successfully evaded them for the next few months. Police, however, continued looking for him. But then, on April 5th, 2023, 5 months after they found Cynthia's body, the manhunt for Dylan came to a sudden, unexpected stop. As it turns out, Dylan was being held at the Dona Ana Detention Center in Las Cruces after he was arrested by federal officers for a DWI and possession of narcotics on an army base. Seeing this as their chance, detectives from the Las Cruces PD spoke with a federal probation officer to get into a room with Dylan and figure out if he was involved in Cynthia's death once and for all.
Have a seat, Dylan.
That's the limp they were talking about.
I'm Detective Melinda. This is Detective.
What's up, guys? Chilling.
The detectives went straight at him from the beginning, and Dylan started lying immediately.
You want to talk to us once we get into everything about what we're here for?
Sure.
Okay. Where are you currently staying?
I'm homeless, actually. I was actually in the process of actually getting an apartment this Monday.
Oh crap, where at?
Either off of Fleming, Missouri, or I was looking at the apartments off Telshore.
Okay, nothing specific.
Nah,
just
it's all up in the air.
Bro, it hurts me when people like this are, like, I know that people are good at faking shit like this, don't get me wrong, but it hurts me when people like this are murderers, because, like, on the surface, like, I know it's just like a mask or something. On the surface, he seems like such a chill guy. I don't know, like, it's fucked.
Or how long have you been homeless?
I'd say like about 5 months.
5 months. Prior to that, where were you living?
I was staying with my friend.
Okay, and who was that?
I don't really have to give a name.
Okay. When was the last time you lived with your mom?
Shit. Let's say I last talked to her probably about October, September-ish.
It was the last time you talked to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
I stayed with her for like a week or so. That's about it.
Okay. And how did that go? I know you guys had
it was
tumultuous past. And
yeah, it was kind of always a conundrum with us. We've tried this and that. I haven't actually gone to talk to her at all. I tried to call her, but I don't know. Like, and then being on the streets, I don't know, just like, it just got out of hand. And I don't know how else to say it.
The last time you talked to her would have been October, September?
Yeah, maybe like about, maybe September 12th or something.
Why does September 12th stick out?
I don't know, just given like a date in general.
What caused you to leave?
Just us not having like, you know how to say, good morals anymore. We always were getting on each other's cases, just being around each other. Like, even when I saw her, I said, do you think I could probably stay here? She's like, I don't think it's a good idea. And I was just like, all right.
Okay. What was the kind of the background of that?
Basically, just my history of being a drug addict on the streets and this and that. You know, she gave me multiple times to try and this and that, and I always failed. And, you know, so just had to learn to live with it.
Okay. What was it like the last time you talked to her?
It was alright, you know, we got to talk for a minute and stuff, and I could just feel that it wasn't really yet that time to, like, move back in and shit.
What Dylan didn't realize is that the detectives already knew all the answers, which made his attempts to outsmart them completely futile.
So this is where it's going to get important, where we talk about things about basically your last contact with your mom.
Okay.
Okay. Your mom's deceased. Yeah.
What do you mean?
Your mom's deceased.
Bro, there's no way. I feel like this gives it away. No one reacts like that, bro. You hear how, like, his brother reacted on the phone when they called him? Like, his brother was, like, high-key on the verge of tears, and now he's reacted to this, like, ha! What does deceased mean?
What? Deceased? I've never heard of the word deceased in my life.
Oh, you just said it again? Ha! How funny. No, he told it like he fucking knows, bro.
You're bullshitting. How could she be deceased?
Your mom was found November 21st of last year at her house, deceased.
How the hell am I just hearing about this now?
I don't know if you're just hearing about it now. That's what we're here to talk to you about. You've been gone in the wind for the last 8 months, okay? So the reason why we're asking you questions and we come here and we ask you specific things is because we're trying to lay out a timeline, okay? And find out what's going on. And I already know you've told me a couple untruths. I'm not going to call them lies yet, but you've already told me some untruths. So it's important that we sit down and we talk and figure out what's going on, what happened, did anything happen, did you walk into something? Excuse my language, but it needs to be put on the table.
Once the reality of the situation sunk in, Dylan did a 180 and came up with an even bolder lie.
Because right now, I've got a couple holes already from what you just told me in the 5 minutes I've been here. So, compose yourself and let's talk. You know I didn't just come in here out of the blue, right? Yeah. So, I need you to be straight with me as much as you can. Good.
Bro looks annoyed that his mom died. He looks annoyed that they know that he's on, like, involved with this.
Bad, indifferent, whatever it may be, today's the date.
Alright, here's the real scoop. I wind up meeting this transgender online and everything. And me and my mom, we went to go get her and stuff. And we get there, I was living with Mom for like the last year and stuff. And whenever we were out doing our business and everything, we came back and found her deceased. And I knew I had warrants at the time, so I didn't actually call anybody. I didn't know what to do. And I first thought about fleeing the country, but then I just didn't know what to do.
So,
because I had a key and everything, and I opened the door, and I'm like knocking on my mom's door, like, Mom, hey, I'm here. Finally, I open it and everything, and I see her and everything, and I'm just like, Mom. I don't know, maybe it was like 3 days, because she was already like puffy and shit.
If that's a lie, that's a good lie. If that's a lie, that's a really good lie.
The reality of it. I found her deceased and I didn't know what to do.
so tell me what you did do. I understand not knowing what you didn't know what to do, but what did you do? Like, there's specifics and details that we know.
Yeah, like the house is clean and stuff.
Okay, what else?
That's pretty much really it. I was just so scared because I didn't want to get arrested and this and that, and that's pretty much really it.
What do you mean by the house was clean?
Like I wiped down the counters in case I had fingerprints and everything, because I didn't want it to leak to me like as if I murdered her or something, But honestly, that's as much as I can really say.
What else?
And so I thought about what I did was I packed the car and everything.
The gift cards. I forgot the gift cards.
And I was staying with the transgender. Like I had her staying with me. I was like, all right, we'll just flee the country and all this. Once we got to the border, she said she needed to do something, and I was like, all right, because we were going to take care of the dogs and everything like that. So I wound up being in a hotel in Tijuana for about a week or so, and then something happened with her and the dogs, and then I had no money, I didn't know what to do, so I came back in the States, and then I wound up going to the hospital. I was very dehydrated from potassium and such. That's really just the real whole scoop.
Although some of the details Dylan provided were finally starting to add up, the detectives could see that he was still not being truthful about all
what about
that he
the
did.
gift cards?
So they decided to push him even harder.
You, this transgender, what was...
She goes by Bianca. I don't know her actual real name.
So you guys end up over there, you load up the car, you end up down in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, actually, you guys cross?
Yeah, well, I crossed over. She said she needed to do something to make sure, her food stamps and everything was still able. She was supposed to come back the next day, then she wound up lagging.
She kept the dogs, right?
Yeah, she wound up lagging, and then all of a sudden, I hear that she gets arrested or something, and then the dogs, I guess, were gone, and that's when I started, what the fuck to do? I didn't know what to do. So then I just crossed back over. Yeah, this is just something I've been, it's just bound to happen.
So loading up the car, describe what you loaded.
Oh, just necessities, shower gel, clothes, pretty much that, dog food and this and that. Because like I said, we were going to go to Tijuana, and I was like, fuck, I got warrants and this and that. I was like, what do I do? I was like, do I just own it up like a man, say I found her, own it up like a man, what the fuck do I do? So yeah, I just was freaked out.
We were there, so we've seen everything. So describe the kitchen to me.
The what?
Kitchen.
It was
fridge, cabinets.
Yeah, it's cleaned out and everything. Just emptied out all the food and this and that. I don't know, I didn't think of it, wanted to spoil. I don't know, just...
You loaded it all into the car?
Not all of it, just some of it, to take on the trip. The other stuff that would just been left around, just threw it away.
Into the trash can? There at the house?
Oh no, like one of the dumpsters around Pickwick and shit.
What about furniture, blankets, rugs, anything like that? Nothing with the living room rug?
Oh, like I said, like that, shampooed it and everything, that's about it.
You shampooed it?
Yeah, because like I said, there's dog shit on it and everything.
And then what'd you do with it? Because it's gone.
Threw it away.
Where did you throw it at?
Pretty much like the same dumpsters around Pickwick. Or the Circle K, the one on Sonoma.
By that car wash, back there behind the car wash stuff? And you took her car? How did you get to her house?
What's it called? Well, they said we were staying together and everything, and it was actually, I went and hung out with some friends for a few days and everything, and with Bianca and everything, and then that's when we came back, and everything was just The dogs didn't, like I said, it was all, the house smelled like shit and everything. Came back, her door was locked when it's never locked, and I unlocked it and everything, and because there was like a horrible kind of smell already happening, and then found her. I just panicked and freaked. I didn't know what to do.
And what did you do? Tell me what you did. You
I
opened the door to the house or to her bedroom?
yeah, into the house.
Yeah.
And then the
you
door.
see her right away, right?
No, because her door to her room was locked. I started yelling like, "Mom, you good?" I was like, "Oh, she's probably just in the shower or something." And then that's when I was like, "Mom, Mom, Mom." So then I opened the door and everything, and then I started smelling something, and then I walk in the room and she's like, I see her in the shower. She's just there. I'm just like, "What the fuck?" And then I just panicked. I didn't know what to do. Because, living there, my fingerprints are everywhere.
Sounds horrific, bro.
Detectives knew he was, at the very least, responsible for tampering with evidence by moving her body to the shower. There were also several questions that still haunted the investigation. Why did so many of her neighbors recall seeing Dylan just a week earlier? And with his history of violence and the restraining order she had to file against him, could it really all have just been a coincidence? But despite knowing that something wasn't adding up, the detectives could have never anticipated what Dylan was about to reveal.
Nothing that I have is going to be indicative of her being put into the shower. Bro, I'm letting you either help yourself or dig yourself.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So, I wouldn't ask questions if I didn't have an idea or an answer of what I'm
I feel like he's about to foxy jump off the table. About to
So-
rah! And jump at the fucking
And
security guard. That's what it
if
feels like.
was something more than what you're already saying.
This fucking scary ass.
Now's the time to repent or confess, whatever it may be. But it can only get better for you, if that makes any sense. But I need the truth from you.
It was getting really bad for her, like health-wise, everything. Okay, my stepfather, Chuck Cordero and everything, he had a pension or whatever, big amount of money, all right? My mom was getting screwed around, she got scammed, all right? She got scammed out of $100,000, she wasn't even supposed to touch it. Her friend who's a lawyer and everything was telling her, like, why did she touch it, that she could actually face prison time and this and that. And like I said, her health was getting so bad and everything. Like every day was just a battle. Every day, and I had to put up with so much shit. And just I thought I was doing I thought I was doing the better for her. Because I never thought I could never see my mom in prison. I love my mom.
I mean, we know he killed her, but that's why.
I didn't do it to fucking take money, to try and get the house or anything. I only used enough money that she had, to be able to go to Tijuana, start a new life and everything. And I couldn't handle her her being in pain anymore. I just couldn't do it. And when the whole shit about her having to possibly face prison, I could never live with myself. That's when I was like, I'd rather did what I did and go to prison for however long I do than her have to suffer.
For the pain, the physical and the emotional side of that. So let's talk about what happened.
If you love your mom, why do you kill her? If what he's saying right now is true, he probably saw it as some sort of form of euthanasia, just doing it so she didn't have to suffer any longer. You know what I'm saying?
We drove actually all the way to San Diego to get Bianca, and she was living with us for about a month. I was just always I always thought in my mind, if she did wind up being able to get sentenced or something, that I would do what I did, because I couldn't never see her in jail. I've been in jail before, and this and that. She's one of those good people. She was always a good person.
Your mom?
She was a very good person. So just one night, I was just sitting in the couch because she was just screaming in pain. She was just so fucking in pain. She was crying, she's yelling at me, not yelling at me, but she's just yelling out, what am I gonna do? How do I get this money back? Because she got screwed over so hard by this fucking guy. And these scammers and shit, and she was just freaking out so bad. And I'm like, how can I help? There's nothing I could do. I don't even know the date. I just went in the room. I looked at her. I gave her a big old hug. And I strangled her to death. That's basically it.
How?
I hugged around her, and I just held her as tight as I could around her neck, just telling her I love her, and I'm so sorry for this, but it'll be better for you. It's gonna be a lot worse for me, but it'll be better for you.
Okay, but like detail to me how you walked into the room,
I just walked
how
in.
you held her, where she was at.
She was just laying on the bed and everything. Sometimes, I always would have night terrors and stuff, so sometimes I would go in the room and lay next to her and stuff. So she was just laying on the bed like normal. And I laid with her, and then I don't know, all of a sudden it just happened. I don't know what, it just happened. It just happened.
Were you front or behind?
Like on the side like this, and I started doing it, and then she started freaking out, and then I had to really get in there and squeeze in her, and then finally when she
passed,
she fell on the ground.
So were you standing or laying?
At that point, I was standing up, because once I got up and everything, she just fell over and stuff.
Okay. When you basically began to clutch her, you're both laying down on the bed? Is her back to you, or is her?
She was kind of like this, and I was on the side, and when she started freaking out, that's when I kind of got a little more on top of her, like that, just around the neck.
So more compression?
Yeah.
You think versus strength?
I was at first I was more like that, because I know probably the hand marks are there at first, and then more it would start like that.
Did you have her more around the neck or around the upper chest area?
I would say more like that. Since.
Okay, so and this is what's kind of will help you along your lines. What's going through your mind at this moment?
All I'm thinking about that she's just going to be in a better place. That I've suffered so much through my life.
Mm-hmm.
What's another fucking prison sentence? I've gone through cancer. My dad used to beat the shit out of me. My brothers never liked me because I was a life on the streets. I basically did what I did because my life has been over for a long time. And like I said, I would rather have killed her than ever see her in prison. I would rather go to prison for the rest of my life, knowing that in my heart I know what I did was wrong, but I did it for a good fucking reason.
Okay. And during this whole period of time, where's Bianca?
With me.
She was there when it happened?
Well, she was in the other room. She didn't know what I did until I told her.
How after did you tell her? How long after, right away?
Like about an hour. Because I was just sitting there next to her, just...
So what was her response?
She was freaked out. Because, I was always telling her, I was like, I swear if she ever has to get sentenced, I'm gonna make sure she doesn't have to suffer that horrible fate.
So this 5 days that you're at the house, Bianca's aware of what's going on, correct?
Yeah. Okay. Everything was me. Okay. Everything.
When you load up the car, again, you take everything out. Again, the carpet was because of the dogs?
Yeah.
Or was there anything substantial to that?
No, I just cleaned it just because it was just to get rid of evidence.
So when you decide to finally leave, what do you do with your mom?
I thought maybe if I moved her into the shower, it would just look like as if she slipped and fell.
Okay. And then what else did you do? What additional stuff did you do after placing her in the shower? Door open or door closed?
I think I had the shower door open. I just kind of crinked the water a little bit. I walked out, and then I locked the door. I said I loved her one more time.
Did you vacuum?
Yeah, like I said, I did everything. Vacuum, cleaned, tried to get as much as I could out. But I already knew it would really come back to me because they knew I was living with her and all that. Like, my brothers don't like me, her family doesn't like me. She was the only one that was ever on my side about everything, especially when the whole domestic violence happened. When I had that bipolar episode, and she still cared about me. In my heart, I really felt like I was doing was right. I mean, yeah, I could have just let her go on and on living and getting worse and worse. I just couldn't see it anymore. I just couldn't take it.
So what happened with Bianca? Where's she?
Last that I know, she's in Tijuana.
Did she eventually go back down there? Well, you said she got arrested, right?
Yeah, something about she got arrested at the border. I don't know what happened with the car and everything, because we left it for a second, and we were first going over to get me over, and then she was going to get the car, go do what she had to do, and then cross it over, and then we were supposed to go deeper into Mexico, and then just start a new life. But it didn't work out.
What connections other than you here in Cruces does she have?
I actually have, this is where it's going to sound crazy, like, this is where it's going to really sound crazy. We only
that wasn't crazy?
For a month before me and my mom went and got her.
Okay.
Like, I literally don't even know her real name. Like, she's a transgender. There's a lot of stuff I don't know about her.
Okay, so outside of Bianca, what do you know her name to be?
I think it's maybe Lewis. I mean, I saw her license before. It was like Lewis, maybe it's like Lewis or something like that.
Okay.
Gender X.
Any ties to anybody here in town, whether it's Cruces or out in Doña?
No. Everything in the very beginning was just all lies. Everything I said these last 5 whatever minutes is all the truth.
Okay, who were you staying with prior to that?
Her. It's only been my mom and me.
So this whole time that you were supposed to be out of the house, the restraining order...
She's been hiding me.
You haven't been...
Nowhere else. She's been hiding me.
However, the detectives were still not ready to take Dylan at his word and used every leverage they had to make him tell the whole truth.
It's better to get everything out than to continue with certain lies, and even some of the stuff that you told me. I'm not going to take everything 100%. So if I go back and things don't match up, that's probably not going to look good for you, right?
Yeah, because the other thing too is you'll probably find fingerprints around her arms, because like I had Bianca finally help me put her into the shower. So that's some more of the truth. But honestly, when I first did, I tried to use a bag, and then she fought me. That's when I got my hands around her, and that's when I really started pushing, and then with all my might. So then it kind of like wrapped around like this, and then just really just like this.
Okay. So you were trying to use a bag at first?
Yeah, because I thought maybe if I used the bag, it wouldn't show my handprints, so it wouldn't lead to me right away. But the more she fought, and when she freaked out that what I was trying to do, she screamed out, like, help me, Jesus, and everything, and I was like, fuck, if I leave now, she's definitely gonna call, and that's attempted murder. So then I was like, fuck it, just do it.
And that bag?
It was just like a black normal bag, like a trash bag.
A big hefty bag?
Yeah, like a big hefty one. Okay. But bitch is strong. She's always been a tough one. Oh, she's always been a tough one.
You said you had to get Bianca to help you.
Yeah.
He's messed up, bro.
So when you moved her from the floor to the
it was just normally like I was like,
whoa, stay away! Ooh, I got shook for him, bro. He's like, whoa, let me show you how I do it. No! You stay back there! No, don't come close to me, bro. Hey, here, let me show, I'll give you an example. You can do the example on the air over there, buddy. What the fuck? No, I got so shook for him.
And so when I put her in the shower and everything, I kind of put the bag on her face because I couldn't bear to look at it. So then, the day that we were to take off and everything, I went in the shower. I could already smell her, like, just whatever. And then when I pulled the bag off, my hand was shaking so bad because like maggots were already forming. And then I kind of just sprayed her down with some chemical cleaner. I don't know which one it is.
Maggots were already forming? Ew, oh my god.
That was it.
The way Dylan described choking his mother out, while horrifying, explained exactly why the autopsy came back without any noticeable trauma to her neck. This, combined with his explanation of how Cynthia wound up in the shower, was enough for the detectives to consider his confession genuine. Dylan, however, had much more to say, even after admitting to his crime.
My father was here and everything. But my father
Why's he laughing though?
when I was in high school, he was staying with us, and then Mom met Chuck online, and when they really started dating, she moved in with him, and he offered for me to go and stay, and I said, nah, for once I'll let my mom chill and have a good time. That's when I put up with my father's abuse some more, and then all of a sudden one day, I couldn't take it anymore, and I called Chuck, and I was like, can I please come live with you guys? I can't take it.
What's your dad's name?
Jack Waller, but he's dead. He died from cirrhosis in the liver and Cloudcroft.
A few days later, Dylan Alexander Waller was charged with the first-degree murder of his mother, Cynthia Berenzon, and for tampering with evidence. He pleaded guilty and was given a life sentence at the Dona Ana Detention Center on December 18, 2024, with the whole thing culminating in one final remark from Dylan.
Video from the finest cam, bro.